Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to Dee and Doug Retired. Oh my goodness. Do I have many things to tell all of you? I really do. I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas. And today is December 30th, so we'll be going into the new year in 2 days. Can you imagine? It's already changing. We're going into 2024. But don't even get me started on that right now because there has been so much that happened over the last week. So many things. First of all, I hope you all had a fabulous holiday. I really do. However you celebrate. My mother's birthday was on Christmas Eve. I had done a little video about us going to her house. My mother-in-law came in from Long Island. She was so excited. She couldn't wait to celebrate and have all the festivities with us. We do it every single year together. On Christmas Eve, my mother-in-law took ill. She was feeling a pain, but she wasn't sure of what the pain was. She kept saying, it's on my side, it's on my side. I don't know what it is. Come Christmas morning, she was really, really sick and in a tremendous amount of pain. She still wouldn't go to the hospital. She did not want to go into the hospital. She wouldn't go to the ER. So she just sat in my living room. I had people at the house, and it was tough because I didn't want to see her feeling this way, and I wanted to take her to the emergency room. But I can guarantee you the next day, we were at the emergency room, and they had to admit her in. The healthcare system in this country is a little crazy right now. I will just say that off the top. I must say that. It is absolutely insane. There are fewer workers and a lot more patients, a lot more. The emergency waiting room was absolutely packed, where we literally had to sit in the hallway and wait our turn. But she was really, really sick. I mean, to the point where I was noticing people were going in with coughs or a sinus problem, things like that. She was really, I would felt, on the top of the heap, along with the lady sitting next to her in a wheelchair, because we had my mother-in-law in a wheelchair, and she was in a wheelchair. And I turned to the lady, and I said to her, what happened to you, honey? And she says, I fell down and I can't feel my legs. Now, you would think that's an emergency now, wouldn't you? Apparently not. The only advice I can give to anyone, as I wanted to get an ambulance for my mother-in-law, that's how bad it was, get into an ambulance because they take you right into the ER. There is no waiting in a hallway somewhere. And she waited in the hallway for 2.5 hours with agonizing, excruciating pain. It was horrible. But I happen to know an advocate that works there. They're the patient advocate. And he came over because he noticed me, because I don't hold my tongue anywhere I go. And he said to me, oh, how are you? Because we used to go to the same gym together. He probably still there. I'm not, you can tell I'm not there yet anymore. But neither here nor there. But I said to him, I'm disgusted. And that's exactly how I said it. He goes, what's the matter? I said, this is my mother-in-law. She's been sitting in this hall for 2.5 hours. I have had it up to here. She's in pain, real pain, where she was crying. I mean, she was in real pain. So within 15 minutes, my mother-in-law was snuck in the back of the emergency room. Like, they literally came out in the wheelchair and took her to the back because she was bypassing the people with the colds and the sniffles. Seriously. So I was like, well, thank God. They did a CAT scan on her with dye. So they did a contrasting dye and found out that she had perforated her bowel. That is not a joke. So that was probably going on for a few days, and your waste in your body is going into your bloodstream. So, of course, she had to be on antibiotics. They then put her into intensive care. She had to have emergency surgery, and they cut her from like the belly button all the way down, and now she's stapled. So I had been running back and forth to hospitals and trying to figure out all these things. That's why you probably haven't seen me here. And the buddy videos that I actually have been putting up, they already had them in my phone. So just so that you know, they've been in my phone. And she is out of intensive care right now, thank God. Her oxygen level was really getting low. So that was the frightening part of it all. And it's still not regulating the way it should be regulating. So that's scary for everybody. At one point, her oxygen was like 76, when it should be at least 98, 96. It was like 76. So that's really low. She's on breathing treatment. She's on antibiotics, steroids. She hasn't been able to eat anything. Now they're just giving her clear liquids. For the first 3 days, they only gave her nothing. And now they're putting on her some clear liquids that she's having. It's a mess. And this is going to be a bit of a process. This is not a one and done, you know. It's different when you're young and you have a surgery and you bounce back from a surgery. If any woman has ever had a C-section and she had the up and down one like I had when I had given birth to my daughter, we all know how difficult it was just to get around the first week because you're holding your stomach, but you're younger. So you're able to get up and get around. Her leg, she has many health problems, okay? And it was just so bad. So now she's in the best place she can be, and that is the hospital, where she's getting the treatments that she needs, the breathing treatments. Her legs are really bothering her. It's very difficult to walk. It was always difficult to walk, and it just exacerbated the problem even more. So now I'm home, and I just got back in from the hospital, but I wanted to come on real quick and just say, thank you to those who prayed for my mother-in-law, who knew, because there were people on my Facebook that prayed. Also, Tony Walsh from Walsh's Adventures, he mentioned my mother-in-law in a video that he did, and I'll leave Tony's link in my description box below so you can all go over and listen to Tony. He does really nice spiritual things, and he does take you on some adventures, and he's in the process of moving, and there's lots of things going on over there, but he's got a good heart, a really good heart. So if you have the opportunity to go over and take a look and listen, he prays for a lot of YouTubers that are out there that are sick. And it's a collective amount of people that go over there. And we pray for those who are really going through some terrible times. Oh, I just needed a burp. I just had a cup of coffee. And other than that, Christmas was Christmas, you know. It was a little crazy and a little nutty. The food was delicious. Everything was good. But my mother-in-law was sick. And when somebody gets sick that you have known for 43 years of your life, and I've known my mother-in-law for 43 years, I'm the daughter-in-law, but there are no daughters. If you get what I'm trying to say, there are no daughters. So you do what you have to do as a daughter-in-law, because I don't feel that way anyway. I've known her forever. It's like we could be the best of friends, for goodness sakes, when we're with one another. We're both born on the same exact day, February 28th. So we're both Pisces. So I'm glad that she's getting the help that she needs. I go up every day and I see what's going on, and I talk to the nurses, and hopefully I can get a hold of the doctor. The surgeon went away on vacation, but he should be back on Tuesday. So hopefully there's a stand-in guy, you know, there's the doctor that's there, but the surgeon that did the surgery, I want to be able to talk to him, or at least be there, maybe, if he's in the room, because you know how they are. They go in the rooms really early, and most visitors are not there. So I'm hoping she really takes in everything he's saying, because she will need some aftercare as well. No doubt in my mind. No doubt in my mind. But other than that, I have now updated you all on what has been happening. And her name is Betty. So if you want to say a little prayer for Betty to really get her strength back, so that she can go on with her day and be able to go to her own home. There's nothing worse than when you're out of state and you're sick in another state, so you don't have your doctors nearby. She doesn't have her house. She misses her dog. Her son is also in New York. So, I mean, even though Doug is here, her son lives with her at her home. So the whole dynamic is, you know how it is. I don't have to tell you. You know how it is if you were away on vacation and you didn't feel good, how you would be feeling going, oh, I'm in a different state. I don't have my doctors around me. And she's also almost 81. So there's a lot that, you know, happens when you're not young anymore. And you could take things a little more on the cuff, as when you're older, everything can be dramatized so much more. You know what I'm saying. I don't have to tell you. But she's a trooper, I will tell you. She's a trooper. And she's strong. She's really strong. So that is all I wanted to come up here and say to all of you. Thank you, everyone. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful new year. I'm praying that 2024 is going to be a great year for all of us. I truly am. But until the next time, my friends, Be kind to one another. The heart is all that matters. If you like my channel, please subscribe. Give the video a thumbs up. Share any of my videos out. Doesn't bother me in the least. And until I see you again, happy, happy New Year. Mwah. Bye-bye, everybody.